been spending a lot more time in Vermont lately, and I decided that I would see what I could see if I could get back into the REO niche here in Vermont. And probably the early part of July, I changed all my addresses to Vermont locations on Equator and ResNet and Pyramid and all that, and started applying for BPO assignments. And just barely a little over a month into it, and I got my first REO assignment up here. Yeah, got it last night by email. So I first thing, as you know, you got to go out and do a occupancy check. Just finished that up, and yeah, it's a beauty. Funny story is GPS took me to this house. It says, "You've arrived. Your destination is on the left." I look up and it's a kind of nice house. Doesn't look like a REO, your typical REO. Then I took a close look at the mailbox, and it was not the right address. So I drove up the road a piece. Keep in mind, this is a dirt road in the middle of nowhere, Vermont. And just over the next hill, there it was. And boy, what a disaster. I might share some pictures later. It's in the Facebook group. I don't know. Garbage everywhere. Oh, just a nasty one. Knocked on the door. No one was there. I didn't see any cars that were running. There were definitely cars there, but nothing that ran recently. Grass hadn't been mowed. There's, just garbage, trash, all kinds of equipment that's rusted out. So I left my card on the door. Took a whole bunch of pictures while I was there. And just as I was leaving, some fellows came by from the internet company, the internet provider around here, and he was picking up equipment. He pulled into the driveway just as I was walking away. I left my car down the road just a little bit away from the property when I was doing the occupancy check, and I saw him pull into the driveway. I said, "I'll go see if this guy has any information about the property." And he didn't really want to talk to me. He said he was just saying he was picking up equipment because they shut off their service. So, that was a valuable clue there as to occupancy. I will check with the electric utility later when I get back to my home office. But the fact that they've shut off their internet means perhaps they're getting ready to move out, whatever. I was given 2 assignments, the occupancy check, which, I did a whole video on that a long time ago. And the other task I have is to find out whether there's any code violations. There's few towns here in Vermont have even building codes, much less, codes for trash and that kind of thing. But I stopped by the town offices here and got some more clues. It was just foreclosed a few days ago, so they were aware of what was going on. Keep in mind, this is a very, very small town. So they were aware of what was going on, and they were cooperative, and told me that it is probably occupied by the former owner. So I got some more clues there just by walking in the office and asking questions. So, I'm pleased to be getting assignments again here in Vermont. It's much different than Florida, and I'm going to keep you posted on the progress of this particular property. Next step will be try and make contact with whoever's there. Maybe they're leaving. I get that feeling that they're leaving. I'll get more clues soon enough. But there was nobody there at the house when I knocked on the door. And the next step will be, if they are gone and they do vacate, I'll have to get a locksmith out there and get it rekeyed and begin the whole pre-marketing process with trash outs. And there's a lot of trash, and there's going to be abandoned vehicles, and it's going to be quite a job to get this property ready for market. Should be interesting. So stay tuned. As always, subscribe to my channel if you want to watch the progress of this particular property. It should be an interesting one. I'm Tom Day. Thanks for watching.